Do you ever wonder what's really inside your mind? I mean, deep down, we all go through life, filled with ideas, thoughts, and feelings. But have you ever asked yourself what is truly possible for you? What dreams are quietly waiting, hoping you'll listen to them? Think about it. Your mind is like a vast landscape, full of uncharted territory. It's a place where every possibility, every future, every hope can exist. And yet, so often, we don't explore it. We go about our routines, day after day, never asking, what else could there be? I remember a conversation with a friend that changed my life. He looked at me and said, "What's your perfect life?" And you know what? I didn't know how to answer him. I was taken aback. No one had ever asked me that before. I had never asked myself. And he went on and said, "If you don't know what you want, how will you ever find it?" Think about that for a moment. How will we ever get to a place of happiness, of fulfillment, if we don't know where that place is? Life is fast-paced. It's full of expectations, responsibilities, and distractions. It's easy to get lost in what others want for us, what society tells us to do, the goals others set for us. But the question I want to ask you is this: what do you want? What makes you feel alive? Close your eyes if you need to. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what do I really want? Imagine your perfect day. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Where are you? Who are you with? The truth is, we have so much power within us. Power to create, to imagine, to change our lives. But if we don't understand our dreams, if we don't know what we're working towards, then we end up going in circles, feeling stuck, wondering why life feels unfulfilling. The world is huge, full of countless paths, endless opportunities. And yes, it can feel overwhelming. There will be challenges, things that make you doubt yourself, obstacles that make the dream feel far away. But that's okay, because when you know what you want, you find strength you didn't know you had. You find a way forward, no matter what comes your way. Dreams are like seeds. They start small. Sometimes they seem almost invisible, hidden beneath everything else. But with care, with belief, they can grow. You don't have to achieve everything overnight. Just start by believing in it, taking one small step, and then another. Maybe your dream feels too big right now. Maybe it feels distant or even impossible. But think about every person who has achieved something great. They all started in the same place with an idea, a thought, a dream, and step by step, they turned it into reality. I want you to be brave enough to explore the possibilities inside you. Don't be afraid of dreaming big. Ask yourself the big questions. What do I want? What kind of life do I want to live? Who do I want to become? And remember, when you know what you want, truly know it, you start creating a life that feels real to you. One that brings you joy and fulfillment. One that makes you feel alive. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? A life full of perfect days, a life that feels true, a life that feels like yours. You can let your mind wander and be distracted, or you can train your mind and do amazing things, but you cannot do both. In this life, the greatest challenge and the greatest reward come from choosing discipline. You see, we live in a world filled with distractions. Our phones, social media, endless noise. All of these pull our attention in many directions. But true success, true fulfillment, starts when you decide to take control of your mind and say, I choose to focus. You can choose comfort and stay where everything feels safe, where there are no risks, where life feels predictable and easy, but comfort keeps you in the same place, day after day. Or you can push yourself, take that step into the unknown, and go after your dreams. You can embrace the fear and the struggle, knowing that on the other side is growth. achievement, and the life you truly want. But you cannot do both. Growth never comes from staying in your comfort zone. You can keep being the same person you were yesterday, telling the same story, living the same routine, repeating the same mistakes, or you can choose to look at your past as a lesson. Take those experiences and craft a new story for yourself. One that is bold, strong, and true to who you are meant to be. But you cannot do both. You cannot hold on to the past and expect to move forward at the same time. Life is full of choices, and each choice is a step. Choosing to go in one direction means choosing not to go in another. It is a game of trade-offs. When you discipline your mind, you learn to focus on what truly matters. You learn to say no to what is easy, and yes to what is right for you. The journey is not simple. There will be moments when distractions tempt you, when the comfort of staying the same calls your name. But in those moments, remind yourself why you started. Remember that every great story is written with struggle, discipline, and unwavering focus. A disciplined mind finds strength in the face of challenges. It finds clarity when life gets complicated. And most importantly, it finds the path that leads to true happiness, the kind that comes not from temporary pleasure, but from knowing you gave your best, that you stayed on your path even when it was hard. When you train your mind, when you guide it with discipline, you build resilience. You become someone who can push through discomfort, someone who doesn't give up when things get tough, someone who stands tall even when doubts and fears arise. Discipline helps you keep your eyes on your goals, helps you push through the days when motivation fades, and helps you make the right choices even when they're not the easiest ones. So, choose your path wisely. Choose to train your mind. Choose discipline over distraction, growth over comfort, the future over the past. And when you do, you will find a life that is not only successful but deeply fulfilling. A life where you wake up every day knowing you are living the story you were meant to write. Make the choice, take the step, and follow it with your whole heart. Your future is waiting.